All I'm saying, all you gotta do is just write a comment and recommend a movie, because this is a prime example. This is a recommended movie from a very good friend on YouTube and just friend in general, Zach Goller. Yes, he has told me to watch this movie for a very long time, and tonight was the second time I've ever seen it in my life. This is a movie that I just have not seen a whole lot of. I've known about it, but I finally watched it for the first time a while back, and now here we are for my second time viewing this movie, and it's now time to review this classic.
Here's Johnny.
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates.
Expecto Patronum!
God's sake.
It's for the best. God, I love you.
Released in 1990, directed by Rob Reiner, starring James Caan and Kathy Bates, who won the Academy Award for Best Actress for Misery. This is a classic movie. A lot of people have talked about this movie. I have never really talked about the movie, and like I said in my intro, this is the second time in my life fully seeing the movie, because my friend Zach told me, "You have not seen this movie? You are mental. You love movies. I know you do. Watch this movie." Well, my dear friend, I've seen it once. This is my second time, and I can tell you this. Man, the editing and the acting in this movie are fantastic, especially the direction by Rob Reiner, who obviously directed by Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, which I have not seen, Zach, I'm sorry, and obviously he was the dad in Wolf of Wall Street. Rob Reiner is a classic director. He knows what he's doing behind the camera, and with this movie, I mean, through everything I've seen him direct, A Few Good Men and Stand By Me, this movie truly has some of the best directing by him, if you ask me. What he does with the camera, the blocking, and the actual artwork of what the themes of evil and fandom in this movie, what Kathy Bates is doing in this movie, there is so much good in this movie. It's truly a classic, and it makes me sad that I didn't really grow up with the movie watching it a bunch. I have not seen this movie a whole lot, but obviously I know about the movie. What has been said has already been said, but I'm just gonna keep repeating it. Kathy Bates, maybe top 10, maybe top 20, I really don't know. Greatest performance by a female ever, maybe just performance in general, honestly. Kathy Bates is that good as Miss Bates in this movie, as Annie Bates. Is that her name? Bates? Is it Annie? I know it's Annie, but damn. I mean, damn. The scene alone where she gets him the wrong paper, the smudge scene, that alone is Oscar winning. Her waking up in the middle of the night to tell him, "You killed Misery," because he's hurt. She saved him. She's helping him recover in this snowstorm in this little cabin, and he's a writer. She loves his books. And then he's writing this new book, and she does not like decisions in the book of certain characters named Misery. And the movie is Misery, titled about him being in here, being tortured in misery. The foreshadowing in this movie. Also, the shot selections. I mean, there are things in this movie that you see early on that come back at the very freaking end of the movie. Things that help James Caan get out of this situation. I mean, it is truly perfect script writing, perfect framework, perfect storytelling to tell this story. And I think James Caan is honestly perfect in this role. I think I read somewhere that he was actually like the last pick. There was like way bigger actors going to do this role, but they turned it down, and James Caan came in, and hey, James Caan, I think he's a classic actor, and with this movie, I truly would say this might be one of his best. I mean, he's done a lot of movies, but this is one that always comes to mind when I picture him. Even though I had not seen this movie a bunch, I always see him in this movie, and I always know that's where I know him from. So now seeing it and knowing his performance, he's damn good in this movie. He's damn good in this movie. And him being in this situation is absolutely just horrifying. Because again, the movie describes the theme of crazy fandom evil person literally keeping the author here, an author trying to create his art, but she is controlling his decision making. It's kind of like a little reference to us on people reviewing movies. A director makes a movie, we're going to say our opinion and say, you should have done this, you should have done this. But it's the author, it's the director, it's the person doing their art. Kathy Bates' character is trying to say no to his art. You see what I'm saying here? The symbolism in this movie is so damn good, and it really ages perfectly, especially in our 21st century, what we're saying about our art and our movies and our books and entertainment. This movie says a whole lot, and I love that. Like I said, great script writing. Rob Reiner's direction is great. The performances, Kathy Bates she won the Oscar for a reason. James Caan, this ending, I really like the ending. It's very satisfying, and then the last shot of the movie is very much like, ooh, that's good. But one little nitpick, and it's just me personally. There is a sheriff character in this movie that I find completely there to add to the story, and when it ends, I say it's there for a little bit of comedic humor, which somewhat works. Stephen King's kind of books on stories always have little humor there and there, but obviously taking the book and adapting it into a movie can change things. I've never read the book, so I don't know how the sheriff character is in the book or if he's in it. I have no idea. All I know is for this movie and the story, it feels a little extra. But besides that, Misery deserves the classic title, and it's a very good movie. I'm going to give Misery an A. And this is probably the first review of the movie Misery you'll ever see, and I never even talked about the hobbling scene. Again, I've known about that scene, but watching the hobbling scene, absolutely shiver up my spine, makes you wiggle your arms, and you're just like, damn. So there you go, people. I talked about the hobbling scene. I did not forget about it. Damn, that scene, man. Anyway, guys, you guys enjoyed another Halloween review, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody.